Good morning, everyone, and thanks for having me. And can I start by saying a huge thank you to Inclusion Ireland for representing and giving a voice to people with disabilities in Ireland. During COVID particularly, the work of Inclusion Ireland is needed more than ever. Thank you for highlighting the experiences of disabled people throughout the pandemic. A lot of our work this year was about reinforcing services to keep people with disabilities safe. But at the same time, we have to look towards the future and ways of enhancing the lives of people with disabilities in Ireland. The theme of today's conference is Our Right to Connect. As the world becomes more connected through technology, it is imperative that people with disabilities are included. Indeed, this year has highlighted the possibilities of technologies to facilitate learning and communication, which is why this is such a perfect theme for today's conference. Today, I'd like to tell you about some initiatives we are running and talk about the present and the future of the use of technology in the disability sector. As tech grows, so does the population of people with disabilities depending on it. Assistive technology can help with disabilities to exercise their human right and become more active members of society. It also helps people to have more choice and control and live ordinary lives in ordinary places. These technologies are things like communication devices that either improve communication or give alternative options like voice-assisted phones. Environmental control systems like hands-free phones or automatic doors, windows, or even curtain openers. PCs with special keyboards and voice recognition software that gives an alternative way of writing. Transportation technology like electric wheelchairs, telemedicine and telehealth. In Q2 of 2020, the National Clinical Programme for People with Disabilities established a task group to focus on digital and assistive technology in the delivery of disability services. Its scope is to extensive covering of all aspects of digital and assistive technology and how it impacts on the lives of people with disabilities. This group will learn from the experience of service users during the COVID so that we can make our services more resilient while keeping in mind the challenges that technology mediated services present for both service users and providers. In August and September, they conducted a survey about how organisations delivered services using technology during COVID-19. They questioned the impact, the barriers, facilitators and lessons learned. The long-term aim of the group is to develop guidelines and influence national policy. In time, they will be seeking service users' perspective. Our service providers has also been using this opportunity to pursue new ideas. For example, one service is piloting a virtual community centre in partnership with Microsoft. This service also had staff check in with families by phone and online using Microsoft Teams for consultations and delivering programs. Other service providers have also made use of the online-based support to support people with disabilities who use their service can maintain contact with their friends. I recently attended the HSE National Sharing Day webinar series. I heard wonderful stories from people with disabilities. The creativity was amazing. I saw videos of dance routines, heard songs and poems, and heard about other creative endeavours taking place throughout the country. It was also enlightening to see the role technology has to play in allowing creativity and vitality to flourish. The National Digital Strategy focuses on digital engagement. It wants to help increase numbers of citizens and business engaging online. Since phase 1, there has been technological developments, so now we're looking to develop a new digital strategy Two important concepts which will inform the strategy are web accessibility and digital skills. Web accessibility ensures people can use and operate websites, mobile apps, especially people with disabilities. Digital skills are essential these days, so now we have several government initiatives to help develop them. One such example is the Digital Skills for Citizens scheme. In support and empowers Irish citizens who have not used the internet. Since 2017, 5.5 million has been provided to community, voluntary and not-for-profit organisations to deliver basic digital skills training to people nationwide. Since the scheme began, over 4,500 people with a disability have been trained through the scheme. It is vital we ensure that people with disabilities enjoy the same access and the same benefits as people without disabilities. This accessibility is only possible because of the efforts made to ensure it. The role that organisations like Inclusion Ireland play in keeping accessibility at the top of the agenda cannot be underestimated. And you have my guarantee that this government shares your commitment. I am genuinely excited about the possibilities of digital technology for people with disabilities. As we move forward towards a more equal and inclusive society, we must ensure that access to technology for people with disabilities is a priority. And I would like to thank you once again for inviting me here to speak today, and I hope you all enjoy the conference. Thank you.